been an interesting 3 days, but I'll get into that after we start the video. So we're back at the Black River Trail, just outside of Watertown, in the parking lot here. We've already hiked this section, so that's where we are, parking lot, this section we did, and it took us over in the city of Watertown to one of their parks, and that was part one. So we're going to continue part two. And cross the road and head that way, now that we know this used to be an old railroad bed. I don't know how much damage you're going to see along the trail, but the last 2 days we were taken for a ride. 2024 is looking to be a banger year already. And only 12 days into it as of this recording. I notice the sign's a little twisted a little bit. Yep. Had a massive windstorm come through. Actually, it's still going, so not as bad as it was. Nice little waterfall right here, though. And across the sign. So anyway, 2 nights ago, we had wind gusts of 79 miles an hour. Was the recorded wind gust that hit Watertown. Watertown was out of power for a day, the entire city. We didn't get ours back for 2 days. I think it was 52 hours before we got ours back on. Yeah, it's bad. And that was 2 days ago. So, time to get out of the house. See how this used to be a railroad bed, but still across there. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know why there had been something else there, because I don't see it. That's quite a grade change. So why would it go up a grade here? I come down and come up this little grade. That's weird. Yeah, this is gonna be the last nice day for a while. After today, it gets really, really cold. That's why the wind was so bad. Cold front. Well, what it was is 2 days ago, low pressure system, and what made it bad was that our winds usually come from the west. Our cold fronts come from the west. The huge winds, which wouldn't have been so bad if they weren't extreme, came from the east, which, you know, trees naturally grow to protect themselves. They're not expecting winds from the east. So it just went, knocked them all off. A little fishing access site down here. A little deco fishing. You got a little, it's accessible. Take an accessible trail right down to the water here. That got me a little bit. What's going on over there? Still trying to find the name for the old branch line. I know the New York Central had tracks through here now. After some more research. Yeah, right now it's about 48 degrees. After tomorrow it's going to be 20. So... Oh, and they're calling for lake effect snow, so this might be the last time we'll actually see the ground before the white powder covers it all in feet. A little water feature here. Could be the snow melting too, with the being in the 40s. Yeah, there ain't much to see. I mean, it's a straight trail all the way up. So you see what crosses the road and goes straight the other way too, but coming to that slight bend here. This is not recent from the windstorm, so no, that's an old fall. That wasn't from the windstorm. Oh, the old fence is back. The old fence posts down there. The concrete ones. Both sides again. Don't know what used to be here on this post. It's not New York Central Post. I got something coming up here, looks like. A bridge. We got a bridge coming up, our first bridge. Oh yeah, this does have bridge on it, don't it? Alright. So we've walked. Got some trail users coming up, but yeah, I'm not going to show you the people. But anyway, it's been so far 3/4 of a mile. Here's the bridge. Too bad it's not original from the railroad days, but a small creek here. Well, it could be an original one. It's made out of concrete. Now, yeah, it is original. You can see the old stonework. Huh. Kind of curious if that sign says it's aimed in the wrong direction. People go through there a lot, apparently. They have a sign there. Anyway, a little interesting. Not much to see because of all the growth. Continuing on. Again, this is a long trail. At some point I'll have to make a decision to turn around. But I'll mark my last location when I do turn around or something. Go further up the trail and another parking lot and hike back to that section. I think this is now a 7-mile long trail. Originally it was 5. So as I say, I'll go until I give. Remember, I gotta hike back. I heard you get some spectacular views and scenery and stuff up at the other end, so. And then looking up the trail, looks like it continues on, even though my little trail book shows it ending at this parking lot. It looks like it continues on from the research I've done to it, so who knows. This originally was part of the Rome, Ogdensburg, and Watertown Railroad, RW&O. Rome, Watertown, and Ogdensburg. It seems like it's going that direction. Oh, it'd be interesting to find out. Got a little picnic area up here. Probably about a mile up. Looks like you got a little access to the water. We'll check that out now. Take a little break. I'm actually surprised I don't see much tree damage here. But of course we are on the backside of a hill, so where there's open areas. Ah, right here. Watch out for this. This is where the old fence used to cross. You see it right here. So somewhere there should be, oh, right here, there's a post. It's not one of the concrete ones, but post is enjoying a keystone light apparently. That's why it's tipsy. Yeah, the fence goes right along here. The old railroad fence. Alright, so we're about a mile in. Continuing on. That's an island. Okay. A little island out there. And a lot of this will be covered up with the foliage during the summertime, so. Another reason why hiking in the winter is also as good as hiking in the summertime. The views you don't get to see in the summertime when the foliage is out. Got another bridge coming up. This will be bridge number 2 in our journey. On the Black River Trail outside of Watertown. Yeah, I already know there's a bunch of videos out on this trail, but you know, I can mark it off my book. More of that railroad fence down here. You can see that real good now. Oh. Oh boy. How long's the trail? We're already a mile in. So between the two bridges, there's a picnic area. Yeah. New concrete, old stonework. Trying to get a date off it, but it's all looks like the railroad, when they abandoned it, actually tore down all that old structure. Yeah, that's newer concrete when they built this, apparently. Well, I won't show you much because there really isn't much to show unless it's alongside the trail, but it's in the journey, right? Imagine back in the 1916s, railroad tracks, steam locomotive from the 1916. I'll just throw one in there. 282, 262. Mikado, whatever they're called. I'm not up to date in steam engines. I want to say a 262 would probably be heading toward us right now. Just for those that know what I'm talking about. Because I clearly don't know my engine types when it comes to steam. But I want to say a 262, New York Central, heading our way. Just picture that coming at you. Yeah, this trail is going to be beautiful all year round. As I've seen those other videos, and I guess pretty good views, and that was during the summertime, so I kind of know what I'm expecting to be at the other end of the trail, but I've yet to see it, so we'll see it when we get there. And they're quick too, though. This trail is probably going to be a 3-part series. And minutes long instead of it being completely done in 7 minutes. This is a more in-depth look of what you're actually getting into. Deer tracks. I'm getting into some deer territory now. In fact, there's something, not a deer, but there's something off to the, you kind of see it off that way. So might be another picnic area. Yeah, an old railroad bed. Phelps Mills. I think that's the direction we're heading, is Phelps Mills. Sirens? Sirens were next to the Watertown Zoo with the wolf pack howling on the extraterrestrial highway, but this doesn't feel like Thompson Park, so I'm gonna guess that's a pirate siren. When you think you're not near civilization, there's a reminder. Yeah, there's quite some debris along the trail here from the windstorm. Now, this snow happened after the windstorm, so it's hard to tell. So when they plowed the snow, all the debris got wrapped up in the snowballs. Because all that would have been on the trail, then it snowed from the windstorm. So that's what you're looking at. Tangled up in snowballs and how they got there. Like that branch. that twig. All that's wrapped up in the snow because the windstorm happened, then it snowed. It's like that right there. So this would have been covered in debris. And then they plowed it. You can see some right there. All this would have been from the windstorm. Yeah, all what you see down along the side of the trail has all been through that windstorm. Show you. But I'm still surprised there's not much real big tree damage here. So, like I said, there's a hill there protecting this side. Oh, what we got here? There's some significance here. Where did these come from? What was this? I say that because of this. This is an old bridge pier dated pillar. But why would... Oh, I can't read the date. So you got a pillar, a bench? No, the New York Central wouldn't have built a bench here. 1919. Interesting. 1913, I'm sorry. Wow. Why here? And this one's the same way, 1913. I wonder if these are the caps. I'll call them caps. I'm no engineering expert, but I wonder if this is where they put those after constructing the new concrete that we were just at, that bridge down there. That new concrete decking and the handrails. I wonder if that's where these came from. But still, it's just like a purpose. No, nothing would have been there. Huh. I'm glad they kept those stones around. I just wish I knew what happened. Where they came from, what bridge they actually came from. Because we know we crossed two bridges. And there's two 1913 stones here. But there's no, there's nothing here. Nothing that would have been here either. There's an interesting sign right here, though. Hey, that'd explain it. Is that green one in the creek drainage ditch there? Doesn't seem to tell us much. So, see what this sign says. Maybe that's what was on the other post and it was gone. This one's, yeah, this looks like the same post when I walked by the other post at the beginning and said, this don't look like a New York Central post. 1 mile. Oh, okay. We're a mile now. Ridge Road Trailhead. That's where we parked. So we're 1 mile exactly from the trailhead. Okay. That was close. It's right around between the two bridges. Right around that bridge is the picnic area where I thought was, what, a mile? 3/4 mile? And then we come across the old 1913 stuff. So a mile from the parking lot. Ridge Road. Yeah, it'd have to be that. Huh. I don't know. I don't have the map with me, so I can't tell. More debris along the trails from the windstorm. And hey, got another bridge coming up, it looks like. Oh, what the hell? Where'd you come from, Mr. Chickmunk? Red squirrel, I'm sorry, that's the red squirrel, wasn't it? It's squeaking at me right now. No, let's keep going. Well, alright, yeah. We know we got a bridge coming up in the future, so, yeah, unless I see something more interesting, I'll turn you back on. Got some caution tape hanging out. And it's just lucky because I saw the caution tape, seen more in the tree, and then I look at across the river here. Unfortunately, it's got these huge trees, but if you look across the river, you can see exactly what I'm talking about with that windstorm. Stuff like that's falling all over the place. Huge trees like that. Whatever was half rotten or unhealthy fell in that windstorm. So mind you, it was 9 miles an hour. That's confirmed. Watertown, New York. Look it up. Watertown, New York. windstorm. I think it was 112. So took Watertown almost a day to get power. Places like Sam's Club, Walmart, and everything had to throw a lot of their produce and stuff out because there was no way to refrigerate them. I myself didn't have power for, I think it was 52 hours in the Ellisburg area. This down here is protected by this hill over here. But whatever wasn't protected, looks like that tree over there just got thrashed. I see more caution tape up there. Huh. Interesting. What is this, a buck rub? A little concerning. Yeah. Bucks are rubbing on this tree, huh? Yeah, that's not disturbing at all. Alright, slow your pace down, look into the woods and make sure you don't have any, they would have lost their horns anyway. Antlers, whatever they're called. They would have fell off their heads by now, you would think. But you never know. Coming out to some kind of open area here, a little swamp. Yeah, that's my knee popping out again. Well, we're almost to the bridge. Looks like we take a turn to the right up here. More caution tape. I might borrow some of that. And we walked from all the way down there. And this is the second straight section. So, yeah. Right, currently at this. That's an interesting tree. How did I miss that? Tree in the middle of that swamp. All by its lonesome. Alright, made it to our next picnic area. Just before the bridge. I think this is Bridge 3. This might be where I turn around. I'm gonna try to get this way as far as I can, but I still have to walk all the way back. The picnic table's chained to the tree. He ain't going anywhere. Black River. That's the Black River, by the way. An old cable. This is something you don't see in summertime that you'd notice. Old cable. Probably from the railroad day. I'm surprised I don't see very many railroad artifacts out here. Just the old fencing. It's a lot of straight. Here's the next bridge. And our next section. I'm going to try to push up to that bridge, but I'm pushing myself right now, so. But I know there's a picnic table not too far away. I could sit and get something to eat at. Get a better look at this. So this is more modern. It doesn't have the stonework like the other ones had. Noticing railroad history here. The old railroad fence. All straight down. And it heads off that way. Used to go to that tree. You see the fence going off that way. Now, they had telegraphs, it looks like. Because I noticed this over here. Kind of gives it away. What did this used to be? That was not a tree. That was put there. That was a telegraph pole. How do I know? There's the anchor, like the old telephone poles that they used to have. Grew up under that tree. So this would have connected to that telegraph pole. Stuff you find when you're looking. Anyway, let's get back on the trail before I creep some people out. Yeah, see, I just creeped somebody out way down there. Where the hell did that guy come from? How's that guy creeping around the woods? So, yeah, let's keep going. The fence would have came up here. And you see where it would have been here. Tree grew into it. And the old fence goes back down there and along the right of way. I think I see another telegraph pole too. And of course there's fence on the other side as well. Right there. And the old telegraph pole is that black thing. That black stump looking thing right there. Would have been another telegraph pole. Two miles in according to this sign. Still got that much more to go. I'm gonna try to get that bridge. Hopefully there's a picnic area, picnic table there. sit down at. And I have to hike all the way back here another half a mile to get to this last one. Yeah, we're that far down the trail. So far it's worth it. I'm just not used to walking on the flat top. It's wearing me out a little bit more than it would have been walking on the squishy ground. Creepy trees up there. It's like a portal. Come up here, walk between us, they say. Perfect timing on the geese to sound off. Oh, what's this here? This looks a little disturbing. I guess there's a place to relax. You got that log there. And somebody went out of the way to stack rocks to get to that log. More creepy trees. What's creepy about them is one branch goes off this way and the other branch goes off that way, and there's nothing in between. Oh, these are just rocks. Huh, weird. I'm gonna say that's State Route 3 over there. I'm not 100% sure. That's a busy road over there. What? No way. I smell creosote right here. Okay, I'm getting creeped out. Fresh creosote. Wow, that's creepy. Oh, no, I don't smell it. Right there. Let's keep walking. That was weird. Creosote. Like on telephone poles. Railroad ties. Except the road's been long removed and there are no telephone poles here. So why would I smell creosote in the middle of the forest? It's like a haunted trail. Maybe we should do some ghost hunts on here. I wonder if this trail is haunted, because that was weird. There's like a fresh creosote in that little spot. Okay, what next? This is where we're going to turn around. I'm officially creeped out. That was weird. You have to be here to experience that. Just like a haunted house and the ghost walks by and it gets cold. Or you got these perfume fragrant smells. That's exactly what it felt like. I walked through a time blip and smelled the railroad when it was here. It's like you smell the perfume and a ghost when it walks by. Alright, this is probably where we're going to turn around, so here we are. This will conclude part 2 of this trail. Black River Trail in Watertown. Not sure why there would be a bridge here. Oh, maybe for drainage from the hill. Yeah, looks like it because it's a steep hill over here, the drainage for it. Yeah, that grease and that smell creeped me out. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around here. So right across from the white fenced house. Alright, well, that's part 2. I'm going to end it here. I don't see any real reason to continue on. I'll start next time at the other end and go from there, and we'll hike to this point, or start at this point and hike back, whatever comes first. I hope I'm far enough along to be close enough to the other end. But, alright, well, this will be the end of part 2 on the Black River Trail, Watertown, New York, and thanks for watching. There should be part 3 coming along at some point. Just not anytime recent. Don't expect it to be recent because of the storm that's coming in, and then the snow, and then they're calling for lake effect, and yeah, it'll probably be springtime from the sounds of it before I can actually get out to hike again, so that being said. Talking about that windstorm, I missed this part. You see where this tree freshly blew down into the water, but look across the way. Is that something I'm looking at? Yeah. That one got annihilated too. And just over here is where that tree I showed you the first time. So it's just sporadic in some places. It's just like fingers came down out of the sky and just went noink. It's right there at this one spot. That tree's knocked in. That one's just completely knocked over. And across from that one's obliterated. And it's just right there. That's the only tree damage I see the whole time I was walking out here today. Other than the little pieces of debris, but I mentioned the hill outside, so. So it's not bad down here, but trust me, it was bad. I might actually throw some clips in from the homestead when we lost power and everything. Show you how bad it was. 79-mile-an-hour wind gust, Watertown. Yeah, see, I saw that one. I didn't see that one because it's back behind all that other stuff, so I never noticed the tree roots until just now. And even there's one over there even. Oh, I can show you how bad it was, actually. Let me bring up some files. How strong was it?
So there used to be a small shed-like building here. Tractor wouldn't be here. The opening inside. So, see where it knocked the power poles down? You see that indentation? That's the shed. It ended up way over there in the woods. From there, ripped out the power, smacked into the side of this wall. You see pieces of it. And it now sits there. How windy did it get? You can see under the fan covers laying here, so it must have. Yeah. You can only.
Yeah, so. How windy did it get? And the official report is 79 miles an hour. And like I said, it was fingers. This over here didn't get damaged, but this over here did, and you know, like a tornado. I'm not gonna touch that house. I'm gonna go touch these 3, then skip this 2, and touch these other ones over here. Oh, while I'm at it, I'll wreak havoc on this side too. It's sporadic. There's a house down my road. It's got the whole roof ripped off. now we'll wait for this car to go by. Well, we'll wait for these cars to go by. The barn on the right side is obliterated. Alright, I guess we'll wait for all these cars to go by. That's all I can show you. It's the only spot where there's traffic. Sorry, folks. The weather sucks today. Still. I'm just leaving that hike. And I walked into this little anonymous cloud. This ain't not looking disturbing. Round 2! Ding 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 ding! This house had part of it. Oh, here's the roof to this house. What's left of it.